Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little look that I posted on my Instagram. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Born This Way. No, it's not. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, also the Anastasia Subculture palette. I don't have a lot of brushes, so I only used 3 during the whole time. I used these 3. I'm going to interchange within the video. So this is the BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. This is the EcoTools Define and Shade brush. And then this is just a crown brush, flat brush. So I'm kind of going to interchange between them because I don't have a big array of brushes and I kind of got to go with what I have. I already did my makeup, so I'm just going to go in with my eyeshadow now. So from this palette, I used Dawn and Roxy as my transition shades. I'm going to go ahead and put Dawn in my crease, kind of going all the way to the front because that is my transition shade. I just dipped into that one, and then now I'm going to dip into Roxy. I'm just kind of deepen up that crease. So you can kind of see I'm being a little messy with it because it is my transition shade. I do want to stay within my crease but not go too high up. I know that I do that a lot, so I need to not do that. Just keep deepening it up with that color and then bring it up to the front too, so that also acts as your transition on that as well. And then since I only have one brush, I'm just gonna go on the side and kind of like wipe it off and then kind of blend it out so it's a little bit more blended. That's what I got from that. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I actually really like this palette, just like the pigmentation is beautiful and like your color range. I was like, what the heck is this? But I actually like how it's more like warm to cool tone, and then you can still use like your good transition shades. And then these ones, like the pigmentation is beautiful. Like, let me just, like, what the heck, it's beautiful. I'm gonna dip into Still Shot. That's kind of like the Roxy shade, but it's a little bit more pink. We're gonna continue to deepen it up. All we're really doing is deepen it up so it kind of adds dimension to everything. This is where we start getting into the color. So I'm gonna dip into Baja. It's actually really pigmented, so I kind of have to not do that. So with that one, you want to go more in the actual crease, and you don't want to continue blending it out because you did lay down that peachy color first, but this kind of transitions into the actual color that you're going towards. And then when you're done with that, you kind of just want to wipe off your brush. You're gonna grab a clean brush and kind of blend the edges of the orange and that peachy color you did. So next I'm gonna dip into Hell Ride, which is more of like a dark purple. I'm gonna go in with this Shape and Define brush. So I'm gonna dip in there and kind of press the pigment into the inner corner and the outer corner of the eye. Kind of just laying down the pigment on both sides of your eye, but also kind of blending it out as I'm doing it. So I'm going to do it with the other side and then add it more afterwards. So now I'm going to dip into that Hell Ride again and kind of go in with this brush and then blend it together. So it kind of acts as like a seamless blend between them. And the reason why I'm dipping in with this brush is just because like I use the other brush to really just pack on the color, and this is more just to blend it out. Next, I'm gonna go back in with this brush and I'm going to dip into the purple. So this is more like a metallic color, but when you pack it on, it like packs a punch. I'm not using it as like a highlight shade or a shimmer shade. I'm using it to intensify what I have already. Because this is like straight purple. It's not like a pinky purple like the Hell Ride. This one is called Guilt Trip. With that, I'm going to go and I'm going to grab my flat brush, some concealer. So I just have leftover foundation from earlier, so I'm going to use that. What you want to do is kind of see where your crease is and then make a line along that. You can kind of see, and then I'm going to look up and it kind of transfers. So I'm going to go to where that line transfers and make it all connected. So it's going to be like this on top, and then I just bring it down, straight down. I'll turn this on its side and kind of use that to make lines on the side so it looks like it's blended a little more. I don't know if you guys catch my drift with that. Just so it's not so harsh. Let me grab some more for the other side. You see how it's not like completely down, it's like there's edges to it that it looks like it's going to be blended. So then I'm going to look at them both and see if they're even. So they look pretty even to me. I'm going to grab my Mary Luminizer. I'm actually going to use my finger because for some reason everything else doesn't work. Kind of go on there and get that color for both sides already. And then you can see how it shines. And then I'm going to go back in with this one and then clean it up. So kind of clean up where it's supposed to end. And then also clean up the sides so that it is blended in. Go in with Baja, the orange color from this palette, and then use it on the sides and kind of blend it in to the shimmer. Shit, wrong color. So I'm just going at the very edges of that just so it looks like a little bit more blended than it was. If you really want it to pop a little more, I used the stranded on top as well. So I'm gonna put that like right in the middle, just so it kind of pops a little bit more with the color. And you can kind of use that color to go over places that went over too much. So I went over a little too much on this side, so I'm gonna just go over that more. Alright, and then next I'm gonna dip into Guilt Trip and Jet, kind of going back and forth with that and then tapping that off and then kind of intensifying the edges. I'm gonna go in with a clean brush and kind of like blend everything together on both sides. I'm gonna put on my lashes and so you can see it up close and personal. These ones are the Luxe Silk Lashes in Marquise by Allure. I'm using my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This is latex free and it has aloe in it. So while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do the under part of my eyeshadow. So what I do is I dip with this brush. I use the Baja and then I kind of squish this together and just go underneath. And then I won't squish it, and then I'll like blend it out some more just so it packs on the color and then I can blend it. And I'll go in with this one just with the Hell Ride and kind of go more in there and just lay it on nicely. So this is the final look. You can kind of see how it's like the halo eye and it kind of like brightens the middle of your eye. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!